Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm MrRedClaw. Welcome back to some ASSETTO CORSA. I want to do something that I haven't done since 2021, is go around in the Ford Supervan powered by a Formula 1 V10 engine around Spa-Francorchamps. Now, I've got two times to beat, one from the first video that I did and the other from the second video. The first time is a 2-minute 10.278. and the time from the second videos a 204.542. So one of the interesting parts about this car is that it has no traction control and no ABS, so you do really have to watch out, and it does have quite a lot of power. I'm not really sure how much, I didn't really check before, but it's a Formula 1 V10 from the early 2000s, 7 gears and just ultimate speed. Okay, so here we go, just about to start the lap, and even that out lap with that spin was a 2-minute 15, so it's already looking good that we should at least beat the first time, even on this stock setup, if I don't mess up. And as you can see on the top right, we can already see that we are improving our time compared to the last lap, and you can actually see kind of mini sector by mini sector of where I'm doing better or worse or better overall compared to my best lap so far. So that was kind of a bad go through Radley and Eau Rouge over there, but you really have to watch out. You want to brake late because you can carry a decent amount of speed in this car. I mean, on this first lap, I just kind of want to basically see how far or how close we've got to go, and as you can see over there, that ABS really coming in. You really have to watch out. I mean, I am slightly used to driving no ABS cars, but I mean, I haven't driven this car too much to be able to understand it fully yet. So hopefully, as the video goes on, we only improve, and that is the aim, of course. So let's see what we can do. 7th gear, running low on fuel, but I mean, we want to be running close to low on fuel in order to minimize the weight as much as possible. We really want to send it down to the bus stop chicane, but of course not to lock up the brakes as well. And the huge weight of the van behind really pushes out on these corners. You really have to watch out, and that's a 107.729, so already past the best of the first videos. Okay, so here we go around the lap, but now with less fuel, more a different aero, and on the soft slicks. Let's see how much we can improve just out the gate straight away on this kind of setup. Now, Eau Rouge is not flat out. It is really close to being so, but not enough. And there you go, we're already flying down the Camel Straight, slowing down. Maybe I need to change the brake bias. We'll see about that, because you just want to be confident on the brakes. That's where you can gain or lose a lot of time. Hopefully I actually do have enough fuel. I might need to just increase that bit. That was a kind of a lift, because I wasn't sure if I needed to lift or not, but I don't think I needed to. Just about slowing down. You really have to watch out for the back, and we did lose the back. We really have to watch out. I might need to do a couple more changes there, but I think we were close to 2 seconds up on that lap. I'll probably need to give myself a bit more fuel just to be able to do the out lap a bit quicker, maybe to get more heat in the tires. Okay, on to another lap. This is actually way harder to control than I kind of remember it being, because I mean, back when I mean, the first video that I did on the ASSETTO CORSA was with this, so I'm not sure how I managed to control such a beast with no traction control and, more importantly, ABS. Because traction control, I mean, that's easier to handle, but no ABS, I mean, I still sometimes struggle with that even now. Let's see what we can do. Trying to put on more pressure towards the start and then trying to let off, of course. But still, it just does not want to stop as easy as I remember it being, so let's just keep on going. And I know, let's see, because I definitely know I'm better at ASSETTO CORSA and driving in general than I used to be. But let's slow down over here. Definitely could have been later on the brakes over here, but I just hope not to spin the car around this time around. There you go. It definitely does feel like a Formula 1 car from a couple years back, or even just now, because your back just feels it's so heavy. You really have to watch out for it, not to, you know, get all of that weight to just carry you around the corner and just make you spin. So a 2:05.965, so about 1.3 seconds away from the best time that we need to beat. And across the line, finally beating the time that was literally close to undrivable, a 2:03.576, so pretty much a second faster than last time. I honestly thought I would get closer to that 2:minute flat time, even it under, but apparently not. But before I finish this video off, I wanted to take the Ford Supervan onto the Nordschleife for the tourist layout, and we'll see, you know, just what time we get. Not really aiming for anything, but maybe under 8 minutes should be possible, I'm pretty sure. If actually, should I know, I'm not really sure. I guess we'll see what happens. I'm just gonna hopefully just do one lap without crashing, and we'll see what we get. And away we go. So I normally drive GT3s and other just sports cars on the Nordschleife just for fun, just to see, you know, how fast I can get. I'm not really sure what my fastest time on the layout, on this layout, is in a GT3, but my favorite is the Z4 BMW. I don't know, it's just stable, has the power, but it still has, yeah, the stability, as I was saying, in order to just be able to stick in the corners when you need it to, smooth under braking. It's just my favorite. Now, this car, I back in the day, I just used to think that it'd have like more downforce or something. I'm not really sure. It just feels like it's missing downforce compared to what I used to play. But maybe it just, you know, has been some time. It has been literally half a decade, and yeah, maybe it just felt different back then. But yes, okay, I'm gonna lift a bit over here because I'm not really sure how we're gonna go in. I mean, this is definitely not going to be an ideal lap. This is just, you know, one lap straight out of the box just to see how well I do in this, and hopefully, you know, just set a competitive lap time and hopefully not crash, yeah, not crash within the first lap. So let's just see what we can do. Come on, turn in. I mean, the turn in is sort of fine. Sometimes it's just understeers for whatever reason, or at least that's what it feels like. but then the back just does not want to turn in for whatever reason, and it's really slidey. I mean, if it wasn't so slidey, it would not be that much of a problem, but because it is, it's just, you know, you try and put the power down, which you have about 800 horsepower, I think, from what I checked in between these takes, and this actually weighs only 840 kilograms, so, I mean, maybe it's just the drag that this has for it still being a van. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what the problem is, but hopefully by the end of the year, when we try and do this once again, we are just gonna, you know, hopefully at least beat this time once again, and you know, maybe go on the 2-minute mark. But maybe, you know, it's just harder than I actually thought it was going to be, maybe. So yeah, we'll see about that. This is a really tricky braking spot over here, especially with no ABS. Whilst turning, really easy to lock up over there. Honestly, so far, this definitely feels way better than going around Spa in this. I have had a couple of scary moments where I thought I was just going to lose it or went onto the grass. But so far, everything is running smoothly. Now I'm going to stop talking about that before I jinx it. We've still got quite a long ways to go. Probably, what, about a quarter of the way in, maybe a third so far. I kind of, for myself, for my runs, I kind of classify the first, was it cork? No, that's not the corkscrew, it's the first carousel, there we go, as kind of like the halfway point from the track being fairly simple, the first kind of half, up until the first carousel, and then afterwards it does get, at least in my opinion, slightly more technical. So we'll see what we can do around here, and yeah, just keep on going, keep on pushing in there. So, you know, these corners might be flat out, but I just want to do one run around here, and I kind of don't want to test the limits out too much so far. Oh, talking about limits, there we go. That was not ideal, but we still keep on going. I guess we can still get a decent run. Slightly damaged the front end, so maybe less downforce, maybe we won't turn in as well, but we can still keep on going. And you know, this does surprise you, the power, especially the power to weight. It's, you know, about 800 horsepower to 840 kilograms, so you know, that is huge, and you really have to watch out, especially, you know, once you start kicking up the tires ever so slightly. And oh, there you go, once again, you really have to watch out for this. And you know, I'm not a pro. I'd say I'm just slightly better than average, maybe. You know, not everyone can take a car, a Ford Supervan, just out onto the Nordschleife for the first time around and, you know, at least complete half the lap without crashing. So we'll see what we can do for the remaining lap. Up here, really hard to turn in. I think that corner is off camber, which makes it just more difficult to be able to turn in. There you go, the car just didn't want to turn in over there. Not really sure why, but we still are on the move. I really have to watch out for this. This jump over here, we're going to brake because I'm not sure how this van is going to behave over the jump. All of this would probably be full throttle with the right setup and with having, you know, driven a couple more times around this. But there you go. We're doing fairly okay, I'd say. Actually, we're going to get way below the 8-minute mark. I don't really think I knew what I was talking about before. There you go. Really hard corner over there. Really easy to run out wide onto the grass and the sand. Past the final carousel over there. And into the final corner. You think it's still already flat out since then, but you might need a little lift over there. And just running wide. Oh, we're going to be able to go on the 6 minutes just over. Now, that would have probably been a 550 maybe without that spin. Maybe a 555 at least. So, pretty impressive stuff by the Ford Supervan, which just absolutely sounds amazing and is just great fun. I really recommend it. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.